The one that is really vivid in my mind, and it was when my mother was driving a car, because this whole organization started with just my mother and I, and we started off using this little, red two-door car, and in the back of the car, we'd fill up the back with a bunch of toys, and we would literally go into the really poor areas of Dominican Republic, and we would surprise children. But whenever we would see a child, we would always see a mom. And I remember this one time when we were driving around this rice factory, and and within this area, there's a high concentration of Haitians. So in the Dominican Republic, Haiti shares the same island as Dominican Republic, so we have a lot of immigrants who are Haitian. And I remember seeing this little girl run out of this rice factory. I'm not sure if she was working, but she might have been helping her mom. She had to be at least 3 or 4 years old. And so when she came by, I gave her this little doll, and I said, "Here you go, this is for you." And then she, took the doll and she ran back. And then all of a sudden I see another little girl come running out, and it was her sister, because they look exactly alike. And so I saw her just kind of come out and do the same, kind of like the same like running movement as her sister, and I gave her another doll. And then from this, right next to the factory, this little rundown shack, it literally looked like nobody was living there. I see this woman come out, and it was the mother of the 2 little girls, and she had to be at least 8 or 9 months pregnant. And so I was so excited to see her, because I thought, oh look, I have a bunch more toys, and my mother was still in the car, and my son was also with me, who was at the time he was between 5 and 6 years old. So then what we did was we took a bunch of clothes and extra toys, and we gave it to the mom, and we said, "Here you go, this is for you." And so here's the mom with like this, her big 8-month belly with these 2 little girls, and they were just kind of like shocked in a way. And so we had to leave, because we had to keep on going, because typically what we do is we don't stay too long. We just have to keep on moving so that way we can find other people to surprise. So as they're walking away, we see in the rear view mirror, the woman, she was dancing and just kind of, putting her hands up in the sky, and she was saying, "Thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, you're so good, you're so good." And so that image, it stuck in my brain, because it was, she was dancing, and even though it was just stuff that she was waving up in the air, it was, she was barefoot. Her clothes were torn, her children's clothes, they were like dirty and worn, as if they hadn't changed them in a long time. And to be able to do something that's so small, but at the same time to have such a beautiful impact, I think that's just, it made me, it made my heart happy but sad at the same time, because I'm a mother, and my son, I try and give everything to my son. But for this mom who was expecting nothing, and for these children who were expecting nothing, and all of a sudden they were so excited to receive something, that it really made me feel good about what I was doing. And I also feel like it was the simple act of, it wasn't the toys or the clothes, it was more of doing something and taking action. And I think that it kind of becomes contagious, because once I started doing it, I started telling other people, and then from there it kind of became this effect. It's the more you give, the more you receive, and I truly experienced that when I remember this woman with her 2 little kids, and she was so happy just being able to have such a wonderful impact.